Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Keith, and welcome to my review of the new film, The Glass Castle. This is a new movie starring Woody Harrelson, Naomi Watts, and Brie Larson. In this film, it's basically a coming-of-age story as Brie Larson's character grows before our eyes, and we see that she's being raised by this couple that are nomads, people who basically move around, squatters. And her parents are played by Woody Harrelson and Naomi Watts. This movie is based on a book that I did not read, and the people who have read it feel that the book was very well done and they love the book, and their reviews of the film are somewhat mixed. As someone who didn't read the book, I can only speak to the movie. And what I can say is that Woody Harrelson continues to add to his fantastic body of work with another amazing performance. In this movie, he's not playing anybody likable. He's playing a pretty despicable dad. A dad who seems to be somewhat self-centered, has a drinking problem, doesn't really have his kids' best interests at heart. So, for example, his daughter wants to learn how to swim, takes her into the deep end of the pool, and then pushes her and says, "Figure it out." I've heard of tough love, but where I come from, that's a little cray-cray. Woody Harrelson's performance was very good because it evoked emotion from me, and I'm thinking to myself, you are so versatile. You can do comedy, you can do drama, you can play basketball. I've seen White Man Can't Jump. His acting is very strong. Brie Larson is also very strong in this movie, and she proves again that her Oscar win for The Room was not a fluke. This movie reminded me of Captain Fantastic, the movie that came out last year with Viggo Mortensen, and it had similarities. You had a dad who had an unconventional way of teaching his kids, the same way Woody Harrelson's character has in this film. But there's a couple of differences. There is the fact that in Captain Fantastic, Viggo Mortensen was pretty much the main star, and the other actors were trying to keep up with him. Whereas in this, Woody Harrelson is doing a fantastic performance, but Brie Larson is there matching him note for note. I guess another similarity would be that both films came out early, and while the performances by both men were great, pretty much overlooked by major awards. I find that this was a really great performance in a mediocre movie. I didn't find the movie to be very strong. I didn't find there to be any sort of redeeming qualities about Woody Harrelson's character other than the fact that the performance was fantastic. This isn't a book I don't think I would have enjoyed, but I could be wrong. Naomi Watts, for the most part, is completely wasted in this film. She's a very strong actress. I just don't feel that she was given the best material in this movie. Is this a movie that I want to see again? No. Quite frankly, it's a movie that I wish I'd seen on Netflix, and I might have enjoyed it a little more. I definitely didn't need to see this in the theater, and I give this a C+. C+ mainly based on the acting performances, not the story itself. If you have the chance to see The Glass Castle, let me know what you think. Especially if you've read the book, I'd be interested in your comparison. CFL_fan on Twitter, Facebook.com/WhittyWhittier and WhittyWhittier.com. Thank you so much for checking this out. My name is Keith, and I'll see you at the movies.